Chicago is in a green renaissance. In addition to greening its efforts with LEED certified buildings and brownfield remediations, the city recognizes the need to involve its citizens in order to make the real impact necessary for serious environmental change. So the city is developing programs to create green-collar jobs and training community members and ex-offenders with the skills necessary for the changing landscape. Samantha Crichton was trained by the city and is a Greencorps crew leader.
You're getting training and you're paid. They had 200 applications, so I quite feel lucky to actually be in the program. Like a lot of the certificates that we're getting, that costs a great deal of money. And through this program, you're basically getting that paid for. So I mean, a lot of people here realize that they actually are, getting something that's going to benefit them later on in life, that they can actually get a job through this whole program.
Samantha's crew assists community groups in beautifying their neighborhoods. She collaborates with Mira, the garden coordinator, in transforming this intersection into a welcoming neighborhood entrance.
I rounded up some neighbors and we initiated a community garden. I filled out a proposal, submitted it to Greencorps, and we got selected. They definitely walked us through the planning and development of our community garden space. And then after they gave us all the material, they gave us a budget. We were also working with a horticulturist, and she helped us through the design work to make sure that we ordered the proper material and the proper flowers. Like we started off wanting a planter box. The tree should be 20 feet from the sidewalk, and here we are designing, a nice planter box at the corner here. So we learned a lot through the process. And it was really nice that, we had a professional with us guiding us through it. I started initiating community gardens, and that's opened the door for me to work with teenagers in the neighborhood, maintaining these gardens in East Garfield Park. And so something that started off with, a labor of love ended up, opening doors for myself.
A new addition to Chicago's Green Renaissance is the Household Chemical and Computer Recycling Facility. Besides being a recycling center, it's also the training ground for the Greencorps program.
The opening of this facility has had a tremendous impact on the city. Most of the guys that do come from Greencorps are ex-offenders, and they really need this program, because it's real hard for guys who has been locked up to get back into society and become productive. I get them familiar with basic computer hardware, the functions of a hard drive, the functions of a computer, the functions of a main board, the functions of a processor. They will acquire all these skills while they're here. What I try and do is whatever they're going over in the classroom, I try to bring them out to the warehouse to get a hands-on on. We pull hard drives, the memory, test all the rest of the components inside the computer to make sure all of them is working. Once you have it down to the basics, then you just rebuild again. So it's really not that hard. I say I probably can build a system in maybe 20 minutes at tops. And we donate them to a non-for-profit and public schools. My God. Yeah, well, in this facility, we get a lot of old stuff here, stuff people have been storing in their houses for maybe 20 years, and they never had an outlet for it. We just demanufacture them and we sort the part. We send those off to a vendor, and we use the money for that to keep this place open.
Outside the facility, a Greencorps crew was planting a garden. During the break, we spoke to Gregory Hall, who is in the 9-month training program.
We find a lot of gardens in low-income neighborhoods. I think if people see their community, when they walk outside and they see trash or vacant lots in their community, they're going to feel low about their surroundings. But when people come outside and they see their neighborhood is looking nice and their neighborhood is green, whether it's by plants or however, that's how they're going to treat it. And I know I can be some assistance to them, as far as the training that I'm learning now, whether it's planting or, upkeeping or maintenance with their gardens. Right now I'm learning the basic elements of horticulture and landscaping. By this time next year, I hope to be opening up my own business. Well, last year, before I got into Greencorps, I was in the Elkton Federal Correctional Institution in Lisbon, Ohio. So this has been a dramatic turnaround from being like at the lowest point in your life, you know, to having all these great possibilities and right in front of you and opportunities. So, you know, I'm really thrilled that I wasn't discriminated against because of my background and was given a second chance to do something better for myself and, you know, my community and my environment.
For more information on green-collar jobs and other green programs, go to riverwire.com.